Welcome back to Stray Trains. If you want to travel on public transport in Melbourne, you must have a Myki card, something that has been the norm now for quite some time. However, that requirement is slowly changing. As of April 2025, the next phase in Victoria's newest ticketing system is about to commence. In this video, we take a brief look at the new Myki card readers that will be our key to credit card travel possibly as early as next year. Hope you enjoyed the video. So before we get into thoughts, let's take a look at the system themselves. Starting off here at Footscray Station Platform 6, this is the new Myki reader installed. Currently, at the time of filming at least, the only one installed at this barrier set. And out of service as the trial had not commenced yet. And this is the current or soon to be old reader. Note, the readers were changed, but the barriers seem to be the exact same. Unfortunately, at the time of filming here at Moreland Station on the Upfield line, the standalone readers were not yet accessible to the public, but this is a little image of what it would look like. Hopefully, we'll see it very soon in person. Now, that doesn't stop us from having some initial thoughts. I thought the design did look pretty odd, but I think from a functional standpoint, which is more important than anything else, looks like it is definitely a decent upgrade. Let's take a look at a still image to help us explain. Current reader on the right, new reader on the left. With the reader on the right, which is the current reader, if you tap on your Myki and you can't touch on successfully, it will go red, and then the screen will tell you for about 2 seconds or so what the error message is, which isn't good because by the time you've removed the Myki from the reader, the message on the screen is pretty much gone. Same thing goes when you tap off and it tells you your balance. You've got about 2 seconds or so, which is just not enough time to tap off and then read what the screen says. So now you can tap on here below on this green reader, and then right above the screen will tell you any further information you need to know, which will make traveling with Myki much easier. Another benefit is the new reader is much lower and in fluoro green, so it stands out more. This is better for accessibility and is much more clearer to even the average person where you need to actually tap your Myki. In addition to the trial in regional Victoria in Wangaratta, these new Myki readers are now being installed in select areas on the northern group on the Metro network, which is the Werribee, Williamstown, Sunbury, Upfield, Craigieburn and Flemington Racecourse lines. This is a good sign that the initial Wangaratta trial is now expanding to the busier Metro Melbourne area. However, credit card payments and the official rollout of this new Myki system will likely not be till 2026. There are still a lot of questions that will need to be answered, and one of those is, for instance, how will concession travel work? How will the system know if you were traveling at a concession rate but paying with a credit card, for instance? If you wanted to travel on a Myki pass, which is essentially paying for X amount of days up front at a cheaper average rate of travel per day, can you do that with a credit card? Also something to consider, how will V-Line travel work? Currently, you can still get paper tickets, but another more recent new option is the QR code, essentially an e-ticket. Will these new Myki readers be able to read the e-ticket from your phone? This is definitely a watch this space situation, and realistically, we will find out as time unfolds. So many questions, so much anticipation. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this brief video on the new Myki readers getting installed in metropolitan Melbourne, and hopefully we'll all get to use them soon. Thank you so much for watching, and I think we'll leave it at that. Cheers. This video was released on Anzac Day 2025, lest we forget.